What's going on, everyone? So, going to talk about the show last night, Axefear, Noroth, and Defiant Body at the Kraken Bar and Lounge in Seattle. I'm going to do a real fast rant about something that's become a huge pet peeve, so feel free to skip ahead a minute if you don't want to hear. Venues, bartenders. You have a pretty straightforward job, right? Serve people drinks, keep people safe, card people, blah, blah, blah. Keep the goddamn alcohol near the bar. Don't let people bring it out on the floor, because now we have a wet concrete, usually, dance floor. People getting hit and bumped into, alcohol going everywhere. Last night, two drunk jackasses literally throwing beer everywhere, throwing the cans on the stage, like all over the gear. It's not punk rock to be an asshole. And there were a few people at the show last night who already shouldn't have been at the show. They were already either too drunk or they don't know how to get along with others at a show. So I'm gonna call it the Kraken Bar and Lounge. Like, you're doing a bad job of keeping the alcohol in the bar area. Dance floor is not the bar area. So some people got so belligerent last night they kept pushing people onto the stage, broke at least one effects pedal of one of the guitar players of Axefear, who they didn't seem to mind, but they have to stop in the middle of the song, fix everything. I'm sure it's going to cost a few bucks to replace the pedal. Anyway, so I'm calling you guys out. Do a better job. Like, I don't want to go to a venue where that's happening. So, that aside, the show last night was really cool. It happened kind of by accident. So Noroth is a band I've seen before. I was really excited to see them again, but I didn't know about the show. Last time I was at the Kraken about a week ago, they were playing, songs in between bands, and a couple of the songs were by Axefear, and so I liked it a lot, and I looked it up, and they just so happened to be playing with Noroth, so it worked out great. Defiant Body, I don't really know, and they said it was only their 5th live show together last night, so I don't know if they're a new band or just new performance-wise, but let's get started. So Defiant Body, two members, drum, guitar, some pedals and stuff, so I don't know if they had a bass overlay, but kind of like a doomy sludge, really slow, kind of heavy, just low, mean vocals. It was cool to see opener. I was looking for more energy last night, so for me it was kind of an abrupt opener, but nothing against the band, of course. So they were cool. I'd probably like to see them again in a different setting or a different lineup. But yeah, so that's Defiant Body, kind of slow, doomy, sludgy, angry, mean, kind of like a Primitive Man or doom band type of thing. Not a lot of burning riffs. So they were cool to see. It was cool to check them out for the first time. Noroth came on next, and just I remember these guys from several years ago, seeing them at a Under the Bridge show. Just really cool, kind of modern death metal, a little bit more faster paced in some cases, which in some of their songs and parts, which I really enjoy. I enjoy the faster paced kind of Death and Black stuff. So really good no nonsense set. They came on and they delivered just this song after song after song, not really much in the way of banter or anything, but it didn't really matter. They got in their zone and they just delivered. They had a good amount of smoke going, which really amplified the atmosphere. Definitely, the crowd was largely there to see them, I think, and they were definitely very happy. So I bought a shirt and CD, and it was one of those bands where I wanted to see them a second time to make sure I remembered them accurately, and so always fun to treat yourself while supporting a band. And then Axefear came on next, and there was a rowdy set, and Axefear are kind of death grind crust type thing. I don't know, crust might be inaccurate, but let me see something here. I'm gonna pull up. No, they're labeled as crust / punk / thrash metal. I guess with kind of deathy lyrics, deathy vocals. Anyway, really cool, really fun. they had a number of tech issues starting off the set and then kind of through the set. And like I mentioned, at least one song where people fell onto the pedals and broke them. So there are a couple things like that. And they're a 5-piece band, and this stage is small. So like there wasn't a lot of action per se, but the crowd definitely went nuts. And rowdy crowd, a couple jackasses there that like semi ruined it, but really cool. So they're a band I'm going to definitely look for more of. And for a 3-band lineup, one band I didn't know, one band I kind of knew, one band I'd seen before. This is a really cool kind of mixed genre bill to go into. I think Noroth right now, they feel like they're at a really good point for delivering a good live performance. Axefear, I'd love to see them in a better setting, like a more of a DIY type setting maybe, or a bigger setting. And Defiant Body, I would need to see them, I think, on a bill that I was in the mood for something slow and heavy, right? Like dragging a sledgehammer. So, really cool. Definitely one of the most packed shows I've seen at the Kraken, which is promising. And I think the Kraken is like really starting to deliver some of the more enjoyable shows that I've been to. I mean, in the past couple of months, I've been there 5 or 6 times, and it's really small bar thing. They got a bunch of pinball games, but it's like just a real chill, almost DIY vibe where the show itself happens right in this little room. And it's just cool. So the sound is pretty good. The lights are usually pretty good. So yeah, overall last night was really cool. Frustrating at parts, but nothing to do with the bands. And these are the type of shows that I feel like, and they're like $10, which is absurd. So these are shows where you definitely have to, throw some money at the bands. But yeah, so Axefear, Noroth, Defiant Body, check them out if you get a chance. Check them out live if you get a chance. You can definitely check them out online and listen to their stuff and see what you think. And we're winding down the year here, so probably not a ton of reviews coming up. I only got a couple shows left, but I will be dropping some special kind of end of the year review type, how 2024 was type stuff. So hope to see you there. Drop some comments. Let me know what you want to hear in these reviews. I want to keep them brief still, but I would definitely like to include more of what you guys thought or what you guys would like to hear. Anyway, until next time,